Welcome to Jennifer to the Rescue. I'm Jennifer Johnson, and you can check me out on jennifertotherescue.com. Literally jennifertotherescue.com. And I do a variety of things. I actually provide effective resources that produce direction and drive performance, whatever. But my big thing is that I love coming in here every couple weeks and sharing my great connections with you, my readers or my listeners or my viewers. And we are here to do what's going on with Bethel this month.
Yay.
It's that time of the month again. I can't believe it's the beginning of August already.
I know. Seems like yesterday I was here.
It wasn't. It was a month ago. It was a month ago. That's how fast time goes. But we are here talking about Bethel. But before we do that, we want to thank Logan Street Signs and Banners for having us in. And we aren't here every week, even though it would be fun to do that. Life just goes by too fast. So we are happy to come in when we can and share what's going on with Bethel and thank Logan Street Signs and Banners. And speaking of Logan Street Signs and Banners, and Bethel, because actually we are having a big food drive this Saturday here at 1720 South 10th Street, which happens to be Logan Street Signs and Banners. And we are having a big food drive, non-perishable food items. And it's for the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank, which provides to Bethel's food pantry.
Yeah, I think all the pantries.
Well,
in the area,
you know what I
it?
found out? There in Hamilton County, there's 40 food pantries. You can't even imagine
No, I can't.
in Hamilton County that there'd be 40 food pantries. And their website, I can't see it, but their website, I do have it right here, sorry. Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank is www.hchfoodbank.org. So you can always go there. You can't attend the food drive that we have coming up. Well, you can always go on there and donate. I know that they appreciate any donations. Money is great because they can buy things.
What's needed.
Yeah, and they can buy, some ungodly discount or some unbelievable. I don't know if godly was a good word.
No, it's better than
Yeah. You'd use it.
Bethel, good, thank you. But Bethel and the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank provides to 30 some of the 40. So
Bethel was like one of the original
and they have a
food and baby pantry. Yeah. And we're one of the few that have a baby pantry.
Yes. So
I had no idea.
And there must
40.
be something about being a baby pantry that's got to be a certain designation or something.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, not everybody can do that, and they only have so many in the area. And Bethel, like I said, was one of the first food and baby pantries in Hamilton County, and that might have been why we were able to keep the baby pantry.
I guess so. And it's just amazing what the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank has done with all in a year ago it was 10 less food banks or food pantries. Now there's that many. It's just Hamilton County, you can't imagine. But we are talking about Bethel Lutheran Church.
Yes.
And we are joined this week by Leanne Burrow and Susan Kiefer. It's kind of funny because we have another member of Bethel. Her name is Sue Kiefer, and you made a point of making sure we didn't get the two conflicted, but we're so happy to have you. And I know Leanne's been here many times, and it's great to have a new face. So we're talking about Bethel Lutheran Church, and Bethel is where?
206th in Cumberland. The actual address is 20625 Cumberland Road, Noblesville. It's on the corner, and you'll see it's a beautiful building with stained glass and a nice steeple.
Yeah, it's
I love
beautiful.
the steeple.
Because you come up to the corner in the nighttime, and the light is on there.
It's all lit up.
And it's one of those. Now we have some really wonderful things. And not that it wasn't before. The building's beautiful, but we also have the wonderful Peace Trail.
Oh, and the Boy Scout troop spent the night there this weekend.
That's what I saw.
And they had a blast. They did a campfire and programs. That Peace Trail is just gorgeous.
It is.
It really
It's
is
a
gorgeous.
wonderful thing.
And so if anybody has a 30-minute lunch break, drive out there, park in the parking lot. It's a mile and a half, isn't it, Susan?
Yes.
I think, mile and a half. It's all gravel, nicely done, benches, flowers, shelter, back to nature.
It's a wonderful place. Well, we've been members for a long time, and I know Leanne has been on the show many times, and she shared with us. You've been there for years, haven't you?
Over 25.
I was going to say, you must have started when you were just a
little thing.
Little thing. But Susan,
that was it.
5 or 6. And so Susan, tell us your story, because yours is a little different than ours. How'd you get connected to Bethel?
Well, I met a man that was already going to Bethel. And so I married into Bethel, basically. That's the way
he was part of the family, so we let you in.
He was part of the family, and I joined the church, and it's just been, you know, you go forward every day with something new, and a lot of friendly people.
It is a very
really
friendly place. I think most of our stories have something to do with you came for a service, and then you couldn't get away because everybody was, how are you? Tell us about you, or have some food, or whatever. So you find out that they're very much, that's what they do. And I know we've got a lot of things to talk about, I guess.
Well, on that note,
yes,
there's a discovery class. And what we do at Bethel with the discovery class is we have them 2 or 3 times a year, and it's a great way to find out what Bethel's all about. This starts September 11th at 6:30. It's a Sunday evening. We do it for a month, and I know that you probably went through discovery class, and now they're meeting at each pastor's house. And it's every Sunday. It'll be for a month. And then they'll meet probably finally at the church. It lets them know not only about Bethel Lutheran Church, but Martin Luther, a little bit what we stand for, Saved by Grace. It's just a really great way to figure out, before you join and become a disciple at Bethel, what they do. And how they work and what their services are like. There's no pressure. You don't have to go through discovery and join, but it's a great opportunity for people that are thinking about looking for a church, you know, to try out these discovery classes, because I'm sure every church has that, but we did it 26, 27 years ago, and it was a great way to realize, okay, I'm aligned with this a little bit. I think the way this does. And like Susie said, the people are so friendly. So if anybody's thinking about looking for a church or interested.
I would definitely just kind of put it out there that come and visit a few times. So while we're talking about that, what is the website, first of all?
It's BethelLutheranChurch.com. All one word.
Easy.
Okay. And you'll notice it's got everything on our webpage. We have 4 services, which again is a little unique, I think. You know, we have Saturday at 5:30, which is extremely casual.
Do you do a lot of Saturdays? Because I think that's where I've seen.
Actually, no. The man I married likes to do the 9:30,
which is blended.
It's a blended type.
Okay, so it's 5:30 on Saturday, but then there's an 8 and a 9:30 on Sunday, which is
11.
And 11.
And we do the 8.
I do the 9:30.
Yeah.
We used to do the 11, but I kind of like the Saturday at 5:30.
Yeah.
It just fits schedules sometimes better, you know.
Well, and that's what's the beauty of having 4 of them.
Exactly.
It can fit into any schedule, and I'm kind of traditional, and I like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock's traditional, and I like 9:30 too.
Yes.
And I like 11 music. You know, you have come and sing, and you get to sing at all 4 services.
Contemporary.
Yeah. So all of them are different and unique and fun.
Yes, they are definitely all unique and fun.
Yeah.
Bethel is unique and fun. You feel like you're just with a bunch of people that, like, where have these people been all my life?
Yeah.
Well, they've been here at Bethel.
Well, and you come and sing for us, and we love it. And
Thank you.
You know that we've got a new music director, and she's starting an adult choir.
Who is it?
Michelle Whitehead.
Okay, she is.
Yes, and they're doing sign-ups for adult choir. Now, I'm out of that. I don't sing well. I sit in the front.
It's hard to believe because I really hear your voice and I think you would be a good singer, but
I'm not.
And I have volunteered to come in and try.
Now, are you want to audition?
And Michelle says she can do anything with anybody. So.
Oh, see, there we go.
Oh, well, I'll have to check with Michelle.
Now, do you know when that's starting? Or it hasn't been set in time?
Not quite yet. Yeah, September.
So, you know, all you singers out there,
Come and join us.
Come and join.
Yeah. Well, so
Even if you
have,
can't sing.
So we have the music, and then we're talking about the life groups. Right?
Yes, that's something Susie's starting.
Life groups are just in the process of being put together. So they are in the baby stages. And if you're not familiar with life groups, what we do is it can be at the church, it can be in someone's home. It's usually anywhere from 6 to 10 people. We get together, we watch a DVD. Sometimes it's about the service that the pastors are on for the next few weeks. And we're just in the process, though. We are looking for leaders that, God has touched their heart, and they think, well, we can do this. And it's a very good way to get to know other people in your church.
Oh, yeah. Great.
A lot better. You do fun things. You might go bowling. You might, go to a movie. There's a lot of different things. You don't, and your group decides on the day of the week and the time. So it's a group effort, and
Cool.
hopefully will be lots of choices, between moms groups and any people that have interests. One person was talking about a bikers group and different things that are going on in their lives that they would like to get to know other members of the church.
Cool.
So, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
You mentioned bikers group, and a lot of people don't realize that Pastor Doug rides a Harley.
Yes.
And so they go once a month on Sundays at 4 and meet at Bethel and ride somewhere to go to dinner. And anybody can join, and you can get all this information on our webpage.
That's right. And the webpage again is
BethelLutheranChurch.com.
cool. So these life groups will be taking off. So you have to come to Bethel and find Susan and find her, and she'll, or Leanne, and we can start.
We can get you connected.
Yeah. So
and you can always call. You can always call Bethel if you're not wanting to get on the webpage, and they'll direct you to whoever with whatever you're interested in.
Pastor Al is who we've been talking to.
Okay.
And then someone else, Tom, I can't think of his last name at the moment. But anyway, we have Hooper, okay. And he's a biker, so he's interested
I see.
in doing
I
that.
see. Cool.
And but it's just in baby stages, and we think
Maybe by January.
Maybe by January, if everything comes together, which I'm sure it will. God wants us in small groups.
Yeah.
Church is great. It's great to come to service and see everybody, but your small groups is where you really get to know people on a closer, more intimate, whatever you're comfortable with. And these small groups, we might send questions around, and you answer if you want. When I first started small groups, I actually was very shy, so I did not answer at all. I just sat there and kind of absorbed everything, which is good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward.
But
Everybody has a different walk.
Sure, and you don't want to wait till January to come and check it out, because by then they'll have created the groups already.
That's right.
If you come now, you kind of get to, throw some input in.
Absolutely.
Somebody could be listening or watching and say, oh, yeah, well, they're not going to have that together till January. Well, there's a lot of time between now and January.
We got to get started.
We're looking for leaders.
We're looking for leaders.
That's where it begins, and then, we go from there. So.
Good. Well, it sounds like it's going to be very happy. I mean, it's good. It sounds like it kind of takes a lot of the stuff that we've been doing, but now kind of puts it in a different context or whatever.
Absolutely.
What else do you have going on?
Well, a lot of people don't realize that Bethel is the site for lifeline screening.
I didn't know that.
And I don't know if have you ever done that at Bethel?
No, I've not.
Bart and I, my husband and I, did it for the last couple of years, and they screen for 5 different things. And I think the concept is you get a lot of information about your health for $149.
A lot of tests.
A lot of tests in a
price.
short amount of time, in a very inexpensive. And if you actually go to lifelinescreening.com, you can register to have it done at Bethel. The date is set for August 25th.
Okay.
And it's 5 different screenings, and you can get $10 off of your screen, but you do need to pre-register for that. But like I said, Bart and I have gone, and we set a time for like 10:20, and by 11:30, 11:45, we were done. And then they mail you your results, and
What
it's
type
really
of screenings do they do?
well. They do. They check for osteoporosis onset. They check for plaque buildup.
Okay.
heart abnormalities, abdominal aneurysm thing.
So you get your carotids.
Yes, you get all that checked.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's amazing. And it's, like I said, $149. And if you go on lifelinescreening.com and look it up, they'll give you $10 off and you can register on Lifeline. But it's coming up August 25th. And I know that because we just, it's in the news and it's on Bethel's webpage. And we got a little note from Lifeline Screening that, Bart and I can do that again.
Wow.
So it's really inexpensive. And,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And they just take over the fellowship hall and they draw you blood and do all the testing right there in the fellowship hall. Okay. It's all done at once.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, the Humane Society at Hamilton County in this month has had a couple of times where they have been to capacity.
I'm sure.
And something that Bethel does that people don't know about is we collect medicine bottles. That seems like a weird thing to collect for the Humane Society, but they do something with them that gets them stuff.
Oh.
Take your labels off. It's right beside the front door, the bucket. So you don't have to be attending Bethel, but if you think, I throw all these plastic medicine bottles away, and, unfortunately, we're a society that has a lot of medicine bottles.
Right.
But, soak them, strip your name off of them, and you could drop them off at Bethel and throw them in a tub right by the front door, and it's for our animals.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
It is. So the other thing, you were talking about the food drive, and you talked about Bethel having a food and baby pantry, which is normally open every Saturday and every Wednesday until noon, and it will be closed the week of August 15th. So that would be August 17th. We will not be in service, and it's only because we're getting new floors put in that will be much more friendlier to our food and baby pantry than what we have now. And we put signs up, but it's nice if people get the word out that it's going to be closed on the 17th, because we hate it when clients show up and we have to send them somewhere else.
And I know we had the flyer up for our food drive, and we'll just plug that one more time, because that is Bethel is one of the food pantries that the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank actually provides.
And that's 10 to 2 this
10
Saturday?
to 2 this Saturday, August 6th.
And do you have a truck
already.
or van out there?
They're going to have all kinds of things. They bring barrels.
Okay.
We even had a toilet out there last year that they. It was all supposed to be figuratively speaking, but they were flushing hunger down the drain. Or
there
something.
You go.
It was kind of,
I like it.
So it was really cool, and we did well last year, but we hardly did any preparation for it. So we're thinking if we could just let everybody know, and thinking that Bethel is one of the recipients of the goods of the non-perishable items that they collect. Is cool.
So clean the pantry out that you're not just been sitting there forever.
I mean, let's get real. We have a real need here in Hamilton County, obviously. So we don't. Okay, so the food pantry, we've covered a lot of stuff, but I know some of the more.
I just want to maybe let people know. Our lead pastor, Pastor Doug Gast, was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, and he is having surgery on Monday the 8th. So what Bethel is doing on the 7th, this Sunday, at noon, everyone is invited to a prayer service where we surround his family in prayer. And then what we're asking people to do on Monday, he leaves his house at 5:30 to head to the hospital. Anywhere from a 6 to 10 hour surgery, and about 10 days in the hospital, couple 3-month recovery. It's looking fabulous. We have been praying for Pastor Doug for about 4 months now, and the treatment that he did to get prepared for surgery was a huge success. So on Monday, you can pray. Go to Bethel Lutheran Church at 206 in Cumberland and pray, or spend some time in prayer that day for Pastor Doug and his family. And that's kind of something that as a society, when we pray for each other, we connect. And you don't have to be a member of Bethel. You don't have to be a visitor of Bethel. We just ask for everybody to keep Pastor Doug and their prayers. And they can stop by Sunday for the service if they'd like at noon.
Why not?
And if you want to stop by Monday, we'll have the chapel open, and or you can pray where you're at. Just think about him. So
pretty much, I would say everybody that I talk to has some pretty cool stories about Pastor Doug and what he has meant to Bethel and how he's done all this. He's been on our show before.
Yes, he has.
We'll all be praying for him, and we thank you, ladies. Thank you, Susan,
thank you very much.
Thank you
joining us.
And thank you, Jim.
Thank you to Logan Street Signs and Banners and Jim Wofford and just letting us come in here every couple weeks and updating everybody. So there's stuff going on at Bethel all the time. We try to highlight the main things so that people know. There's a preschool, there's a Sunday school, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
There's teens programs.
The youth programs.
Bible studies.
And just so much. So go to BethelLutheranChurch.com. Check out what's going on, and we will see you next month. Oh, me? Okay. Jennifer to the Rescue.com. It's all JenniferToTheRescue.com. And you know what? Info at Jennifer to the Rescue would be a good way to email me. And I am just happy that I can be the conduit or the connection that brings good people to you. So have a great day, everybody, and we will see you next month. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I don't know.